New tonight, pregnant workers now have more protections than ever before.
This is really good news. So this is thanks to the passage of the Federal Pregnant Workers Fairness Act. 11 Alive's Savannah Levins joins us now to explain. Savannah?
Yeah, Ron, the new rules apply to issues arising on or after June 27th of this year. The act requires employers to make more accommodations for pregnancy-related conditions, everything from morning sickness to postpartum complications. Kate Foster remembers getting the life-changing news that she was going to be a mother.
I was honestly terrified.
And it wasn't an easy pregnancy.
I threw up a lot, excessive morning sickness, hyperemesis gravidarum.
She was working 2 jobs at the time and told her bosses right away.
I thought, I'd be very secure in my job. And clearly I was mistaken.
How long after you told them you were pregnant were you let go from that position?
2 days. It was pretty much, hey, you're going to be taking off work. Like, you're taking breaks to literally puke your guts out every, hour.
And not long after, her other job let her go too.
It was just like, hey, sorry. And then never got a response from them ever again. I'm 22 years old, did a great job, and then I'm left with pretty much nothing and, a new life to take care of.
She had to move in with her parents and get a part-time fast food job.
I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to pay for my car, don't know how I'm going to pay for the bills. I have to have those things to provide for a child.
She filed a complaint with the EEOC, her only recourse at the time. After several months, she says they eventually scheduled a hearing on her due date.
I cried a lot, honestly.
Before now, pregnant workers were protected by the Pregnancy Discrimination Act of 1978. But experts say the rules were vague.
It didn't go far enough. Perhaps we'll give you an extra 15-minute break or something, right? There weren't a whole lot of rules around it. And if you were discriminated against, it was very hard to prove.
Fallon McClure is Deputy Director for Policy and Advocacy at the ACLU of Georgia. She says the new Federal Pregnant Workers Fairness Act increases protections.
They've streamlined it, made it very clear that reasonable accommodations have to be made, and if they're not made, you can essentially sue.
Under the new rules, employers are required to make reasonable accommodations for pregnant workers, including the ability to take breaks, work flexible hours, be excused from strenuous activities, and more. Requests for accommodation cannot be denied unless the employer can prove the request would cause undue hardship on the business.
Well, it honestly gives us a fighting chance to actually be productive members of society like we always have been, and being able to do so without a fear of just losing everything.
Kate now has a new job that has made accommodations for her as a new mom, her son now 9 months old. She hopes the new federal rules protect others from experiencing what she did.
They deserve to be taken care of and treated like a person.
Now, Georgia also has a bill under consideration now that would double down the federal rules, giving pregnant workers recourse to seek damages on the state level without having to go to federal court.